They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings.
We do know he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield now from the 50. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third down.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will take over
at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an... Boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Undercut. Check 26, check 26. Check 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3-and-out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Browns, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's the end of the
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
Raven.
give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
53, Mike. He don't know no better. Check 4.
To throw it. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
13. I got it. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
To throw again is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Browns 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield off the play fake. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Alert. 57.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And again, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Browns 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch Twix. Watch Twix. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Mayfield to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Ravens, that's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
The score, Ravens 28, Browns 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The drive will start with an option going left. Bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Let's go, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
48.
They run. Cho. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to fire deep for Red. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
57 the mark. 57. Regular. Check 3.
Throwing. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Mayfield's pass. Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mayfield now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyus Bowser with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
57. Mike.
Mayfield. And he He's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Browns.
Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
First down, Cleveland.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kings. Come to my work. Shit. Tight dog. Tighten up. Pistol. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Mike, 20. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Hurry.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
On the carry.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Go, go, go. Bang, 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 bang.
Chubb. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I don't think you got it, son. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Switch, switch, switch. Back, back. Ozzy, Ozzy.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
We got it. Nice 57's right. Watch this.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Tight ends Ringo. Let's go. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. Great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards. in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, watch the screen.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that'll do complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens add on.
Justin
trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 48.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing. When the crowd screams, still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is real. We don't need to sell. Gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I bought like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, whip around the Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking.